right now as well, the odds on EGB.com, they are going to be in favor of NIGMA. So if you do think that these first 15 minutes can be explosive on the side of NAVI, you might want to tempt fate a little bit there, especially with an all-blue lineup. I've never seen an all-blue lineup lose. Ever. My entire life.
Blue.
You can't name us the time right now either. You guys are the analysts.
TI7. No, I can't remember. I don't remember based off the color.
All right. It might be enough to actually make the upset happen. It's all, like you said, going to be about that early game. We're going to find out right now. Let's jump into game number 1.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Thank you very much, Rich. Yes, ready to go. NAVI versus NIGMA. I'm Odie Pixel, joined by Lacoste here. We've seen the lineups, Lacoste. What are you reckoning today? What are you liking here from these two teams? Anything that sort of stands out as particularly good this game?
Puck stands out. I don't really find the hero that strong. He needs to go in and out multiple times, but if he gets caught, the hero just, you know, is 3 spells, pretty much what Fogged said. I'm just repeating, you know, what Smart Man said to look even smarter, but failed to do so. Yeah, I think AM, if he's having a good time early on, this game is just on him. They have not enough lockdown, I would say, so they don't necessarily need to play aggressive in the, you know, mid game. And there's GH and Phoenix. I believe right now he's the best Phoenix player in the world. He always starts with the same items: 3 branches, crown, shared one tango from the allies, 800 HP. It's like having Jakiro in your team.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly this hero that, you know, what are you going to do about it? GH turns up to your lane, and you sort of just have to. You have to live with it. You know, you don't want to trade with this man.
Now for the old razzle dazzle.
And we'll see what sort of lane setups we're going to get. We are yeah, grab
it's still there.
Make sure you pick that up before you get to the lane. Off he goes, and we'll see, of course, the Wii Ranger in action. As the panel did say, there are definitely ways of, you know, charging in, controlling this Wii Ranger.
What just happened?
But other than that, do you sort of see the appeal for NIGMA grabbing this up as their last pick this game?
What just happened?
It's just a comfort pick for them.
Yeah.
It's also the hero that, you know, Screen Breaker charges you use Vindrun, you don't care too much about it unless you're silenced or, let's say, leashed. One issue I have with NIGMA's lineup is they don't have that initiator. Like, it's very hard for them to start a team fight. If you're relying on Mag to just go in and land a good RP, it's never a good sign. And we can already see the top lane, Darkseer, no mana whatsoever. Now Immersion will need to pull the creep wave back so they can have some XP. It's very hard to play Darkseer into AM.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. You can see, as you said, you know, the AM, to get this good start as well. Having that Empower down the road, there's going to be a lot of farm for him to pick up across the map. And NAVI, their sort of tools to slowing down an AM early on, having these heroes that can get in your face like the Spirit Breaker and the Puck. Is that enough, or as you said, but you just still feel that the AM, he's going to be able to play around those threats?
Leash mechanic is just extremely strong against AM. You can't really, you know, use counter spell on the charge. It's almost impossible.
Yeah,
imagine if you were that good. Yeah, this is it. This is the timing.
Yeah. No, we'll see.
Young G, I've been really impressed the way he has been playing mid lane. Very versatile, knows what he's doing. His rotations early on point. Really up-and-coming player from the CIS scene.
Yeah, and they're going to have to be on point this game.
And I've been praising Ilias. I think every single time I see Navi playing, he's just playing that Oracle. His positioning was extremely good. You know, he always keeps a healing salve in his inventory just to have the maximum efficiency coming out from that false promise. Well, not right now, you know, he's level 2, you don't necessarily need to click on heroes to make me look dumb again. But once he hits level 6, there's gonna be a salve.
Yeah, he's doing his best down at the moment, trying to keep GH sort of away from Crystallize. CS on the bottom of the moment, Crystallize ACS, still mind control, having the slightly better time here on the early levels. Crystallize just struggling that bit more when the meta's down, but he's going to be back up again in 25, so should have a few more waves. He's going to be able to easily secure top lane. Miracle and Pasha trading away. RMN with that Voodoo Restoration, able to make sure that the trades always work in favor of NIGMA, ensuring that Miracle can continue to just burn all their mana without the threat of losing his life, and can continue to just have that pretty free time on this top lane as the anti-mage.
It's just a free AM game. On top of that, you have Mag in your team. Even more cleave, more farming potential coming out from this AM. They will need to keep killing him, you know, with the puck rotation puck, one of the best heroes against AM because of the leash mechanic. Mid lane so far pretty even, I would say, 18-3 against 15-2. Couple of creeps left more for V to actually play against. Bounties, I mean, rune spawning in 30 seconds. I want to see who's going to make a rotation. Both of these heroes relying on bottle being refilled. Amen. I like what he's doing. Just having clarity running, healing up AM.
Yeah, he's making this lane a real dream for Miracle up top. Bottom lane, things continue to be a little tougher for Crystallize on the other half of the map. It's able to get that. I mean, using this meta again to just try and secure the waves, but still GH hovering around, throwing in the occasional Fire Spirit. I mean, Crystallize he's sitting pretty low, so does have to be careful down here. Mind Control also very low on the HP and the mana. But has got that level 2 Shockwave, also a Mango to pop, and Crystallize realizes that it's having to sit right back as a Shockwave, and a bit of a connection from GH may just bring him down, as here we have with the dive to Skewer as well. Crystallize left vulnerable as NIGMA just dive in under the tower and take his life.
They use this information that both supports from NAVI try to go to secure the rune for their puck and started to play aggressively on a Terrorblade.
See top lane, trying to go for partial, maybe being able to find it there, NIGMA. A kill on the top lane as well. Bottom lane, GH did end up going down. Elias was able to find the final nuke to take him out. Still already, it's just the fact that we are seeing in the first 5 minutes, all 3 of NIGMA's cores off to a solid start right now. And one in particular, Miracle Antimate's oh, did he just TP back down here? He did, dude. He stuck it for 55 seconds, right?
I'm having flashbacks. Just leave him
just
here.
Leave him.
Leave him. Let him go.
Just leave him. Oh, they're gonna leave him. Oh, that's 45 seconds he's got to sit up here. Oh, that.
No.
Oh, I mean, that was a mercy kill. I think you leave him there, dude. He would have been there for 45 seconds.
We've seen that
just
already. In one of the games where TB was just stuck and they decided to actually, I believe it was Terrorblade as well, so.
I mean, it's
Radiant's bottom tower.
I'm sure I guess we just really wanted the kill. I mean, a kill is a kill. And I think there's probably nobody wants to win a game like that, right? With the carry being stuck on a cliff. You want to win honorably. You know winning against someone whilst they're stuck on a cliff, there's no honor.
But they can ruin his game. Like, they could literally just ruin his game. Plant an observer board there and don't let him get out.
I mean,
like, just stand there for 50 minutes.
As I said, I think that's just NIGMA being merciful. I mean, they knew he TP back to lane. They knew he had no TP available for 45.
Radiant's
unless they're missing something, there's
attack.
no heroes in NAVI that would have been able to get him down.
But look at it. He's back at the lane right now, so he spent a lot of time to block Miracle. Trouble.
Yeah, nearly going down there. Does get the blink off in time. But yeah, I mean, it's just a difference between the game that Miracle's having in comparison to Crystallized Terrorblade. It's not even close. It's such a difference already in the CS. That's actually a huge worry for this Terrorblade.
Oh man, Crystallize.
He needs help. He needs it now. Elias will be there in time to offer it up. They've just got to somehow find Crystallize.
I think they just failed.
You would just go jungle?
Yeah, you can't lane anymore. Especially if someone tries to make a rotation. Full HP, 2 raid bands, you're ready to go. Just hit the jungle creeps right now.
I mean, even there, he's hovering around the area just to sort of bully Crystallize even more.
Maybe not those jungle creeps, so, you know, get closer to tier 3 towers.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. A lot rides on Crystallize finding the farmers, this TB in this game. I mean, the more that his game suffers, the more pressure on Young G to just make these incredible moves and be able to somehow shut down the anti-mage. Mid lane. G won't be caught by the shackle, so we'll be able to get out. But yeah, he's got to pull out some big plays this game, Young G.
And when you have your TB living lane this early, you also don't have a good hero that can just soak up the experience there.
So yeah, who goes down?
Lane.
Yeah.
Like, if you've had a hero like a Venomancer who can defend the tower, Wyvern who just is very hard to kill, but he can get the XP, now I don't think they're getting much out of the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane. As WePlay is able to pick up the Invis rune. It will get purged off in straight away. He's able to turn with the shackle onto the two of them. They're still trying to nuke WePlay down with the purifying flames, but it isn't enough. And now NIGMA comes in with the backup. Miracle linking straight over towards the Oracle, pushing Ilias back. He's got that mana void ready to go, and now secure it. Takes out the kill.
Another
Murphy going for the TP out. It's back up, so the TP comes to an end. WePlay able to put it to a stop. Power shot finishes the life of immersion as NIGMA find 2 more kills, and at the same time start to put some serious pressure onto this tier 1 tower mid, just 8 minutes in.
It's not just the mid tower, bottom tower. You have Mag, who's putting the pressures, skipping the creep wave with the Empower, clearing it. It's gonna be
2 towers pre 9 minutes.
This is a disaster for NAVI. They also don't have a lineup that, you know, just can easily make a comeback, considering that your Terrorblade is just gonna farm the jungle, so you will need to be playing 4 versus 5.
Yeah, the only one, as you can see, with comparable farm right now is Young G. And it's just a question of how much he can really do as the puck against a lineup that's already 3k ahead of them. And NIGMA's lineup, of course, having that anti-mage, it's, you know, always the dream when you've got this AM lineup and already this early on you're coming out so far ahead.
So this is 3k difference where it's coming from. 2 plus 3k equals 5. That's just straight up math.
Yeah, we'll get him. He's trying to make his way down towards that bottom lane, but NAVI are all over there in the jungle. That's a bit of a bold move there from WePlay, as he sort of stepped through the jungle, no vision as well, on his way to make it down there, but I'm sure he won't be doing that again anytime soon. And NAVI, they've got to just continuously look for those sort of opportunities, look for NIGMA stepping out alone, and try and find space for Crystallize to catch up. And she's still got a fair bit of catching up to do. And you know that when that Battle Fury is complete on Miracle, the difference between the two of them is just going to grow at an increased pace, and at a pace that, you know, NAVI with the Terrorblade, you know, ideally you're using that meta to take early objectives. When you're this far behind this early on, that's going to be very hard to do.
He just needs to continue farming jungle, send 1 illusion. They planted Observer and the Sentry in this jungle just to be sure that they have no vision there. But NIGMA, they just smoke. They're protecting the anti-mage. They feel like, you know, they know it's their win condition. They just want to protect him. But right now he's not making any kind of aggressive plays. Puck just got a Blink Dagger, so this is their go time. One of the reasons why he did not want to get, you know, Boots of Travel, no shenanigans, straight into Blink Dagger. He gets on top of those 2 heroes, Windranger and AM.
Let's see what sort of catch they can find. I mean, NIGMA are here in their triangle. Young G,
still no Blink delivered.
Yeah, you're right. Hasn't quite made it yet. So they'll walk of them, but they won't actually be able to make a jump onto any of them. Now the Blink's out, but
smoke's out.
Yeah, I was going to say, a bit of an awkward situation, really. The smoke's coming to an end.
And AM, he understands. Look at Miracle.
He's off.
He's gone. And wow, it's been a while since I saw this build. It was pretty common back in the day. You know,
how back in the day are we talking?
3 years ago.
Okay.
Where you go just either Vanguard or Vlad's on your AM when you had Mag in the team, so you don't necessarily need to get Battle Fury straight away.
Right, top lane, Mind Control is laying down the RP, sees an opportunity onto Immersion, gets him back in the reach of WePlay. It's NAVI trying to put some pressure onto the tier 1, but now with a man down, they're going to have to be a little cautious unless Young G can find a jump. Coming across, eyes onto RMN, but RMN's up to the high ground, and NAVI aren't going to want to push any further. So then with this build on the anti-mage, where you get the Vlads, and then is the rest of your build sort of standard business, the man to the basher. It's just sort of this opening that you change up because you have that reliance on the empower mechanic and not needing the Battle Fury.
He might just get Manta style, like getting rid of the silence, getting rid of reflection, which is pretty big deal, you know, just burning out your mana. They actually have TB and Darkshire, so in the late game fight, it's gonna be a lot of AM illusion, so he needs to have something to take care of himself. Does not get his mana burned.
Yeah, being able to skip the Battle Fury when you have the Magnus on your team does mean that all these other items are just going to come in so much quicker. Still 3k lead for NIGMA. NAVI still trying to look to play aggressive here. They're charging onto GH. Underneath the tower though, RMM by his side. Any other backup coming in? It is. TPs are coming over. Navi's got to get out. Immersion going for the TP away. It's not going to make it. We are able to come in time with the shackle. And Navi just really struggling to make any sort of moves there. That one incredibly forced going in past the tier 1 tower. It's very unlikely to work out, and it doesn't.
Even though it's still, you know, Mag position 3, which means that he's not going to be farming that much for himself instead of just empowering his anti-mage. Like, it's still very hard for him to just be on top of AM constantly and give him empower, because, you know, he's just blinking away, getting the farm. Can we click on AM, please? I just want to see if he wants to go back to Battle Fury or not. Yeah, it's just a Manta style when you go for this kind of a build. Just wanted to be sure, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, this Manta timing is going to cause serious issues for Navi. You said already, a lot of their counters relying on getting that AM caught in the illusions, and the lockdown already rather lacking. So it's not going to get any easier. Navi, I mean, Young G, as we saw in the lane, he had a pretty solid time in the 1v1, but it's just with the way that the side lanes have gone, it's very hard for him to make moves at this puck, despite the decent amount of farm that he has got. And where does he actually go? What can he actually do?
They have this Arcane Rune on puck, so try to make use of that. It's probably the best rune you can get on puck, especially early on, where you just want to use your spells multiple times. And smoke on smoke action, that's also blink on mag. That Team Navi is not aware about.
Let's see what they can get. I mean, yeah, NIGMA hovering around the Roche pit area. Navi.
Dire's middle tower is under
able to take out the tier 1 with the meta. Just have a poke at it. Fortification comes out. In fact, okay, NIGMA, they're heading straight towards them. Maybe see if they can push back Navi.
He's out of mana. He has 100 mana.
And Miracle's going to burn what he had left there as well. So Crystallize entirely out now at this point. Charge over on towards Miracle on the back lines. The Supernova comes out. And the RP from Micro completes with the 3 of them. He's got them in. The Mana out. The Supernova's done as well. Navi, they've got to get out of it. Crystallize is going to be left behind. He's going to die. And I mean, it is early, Lacoste, but this game is... It's looking very hard for Navi. Like, well, what can they do? They try and come towards mid, but nothing's working this game.
I'm not sure what that was. I mean, your Terrorblade was pushing with 100 mana, which means that he's not going to get his ulti off. You're playing into AM, who's going to burn even more of your mana, and that blink reveal just completely destroyed them.
No, damn, mind control just making it look easy there. Coming in, getting the 3 of them.
Also, RMN got the full duration Witch Doctor ulti in that fight, because if Puck just jumps on someone and, of course, Spirit Breaker wants to kill a bigger target, they have nothing to stop that Death Ward.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I've seen the games, Owen, where Witch Doctor just completely takes over from position 5 if you don't have enough tools to actually deal with him.
No, it's absolutely a strong hero. Just the damage that he can do, just on his own, they can outdo many cores at even this early stages with the ult alone.
TB, he decides to go for movement speed talent. You're playing into Wind Ranger. I mean, she's gonna buy MKB at the first item, but you're also playing into TB. I think that's just a wrong choice here. 16%, that's quite a lot.
Such a good talent, 16%.
I mean, look at the numbers. 16 is more than 50.
Again, easy maths. I guess Navi skipped their lessons. But yeah, well, interesting. Crystallize opting for that. And we'll see a 7k lead. I mean, Navi, they were able to take away the mid tower. And GH, he's going to start getting his farm along very nicely with the Meteor Hammer done.
It's such a great item on Phoenix, giving you the stats, the region, everything you need, and you can easily use it with the dive or a Sunray. And I have pretty good setup for multi-hero.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can build a spell. Miracle, he's it.
He just jumps into the 5 of them. Is he going to be alright? He's going to get taken to the side. Mind control, RP's the TV to to stop the damage coming out onto Miracle. The shackles out onto Immersion, saved by the false promise, charging in onto the Magnus. NIGMA now starting to run over, focus fire onto Young G. Young G looking to jump out with the orb, gets himself out in time. WeHart finishes off over the help of Miracle as he jumps in with the Mana Void. Crystallize, he's trying to turn a WeHart with the shackle. The Leech hammer combo. Crystallize is just locked down. The Terrorblade is dead. The last three of NAVI left to just try and run their way out of here. Mind Control's chasing. Immersion will go straight for the TP out. Makes it away, so the other three will escape. But again, it's just another very rough attempt here from NAVI to try and get a fight going, and a fight where it started with Miracle just
Radiant's
blindly jumping into the middle of the whole team of NAVI. It didn't matter. NIGMA are still coming out on top, and Miracle's surviving.
They should be able to punish that, even though, like, oh my god, look at the farm on Miracle. He has almost 12k net worth at the moment, while any hero has like 6.5. This is just insane. And with the Vlads, like, he can go in and out of the fights. He goes in, alright, hype it up.
I mean, he's trying to get in for something. I don't know what it is going to be, though, because this is another fight. The Miracle, he's not afraid to take it. He's just up to the high ground. He's ready to go for these fights anytime that NAVI even think about bringing it to NIGMA. Miracle is always ready to go now with the farm that he has. Straight back into the pit. NAVI, they're going to try and push him out again. In with the charge. Immersion jumps straight in. Out he goes. There's the coil for Young G. Catches the two of them. Miracle is locked down for now. The root follow-up coming in as well. Pasha trying to step in. He's got the back in the wall down onto the two of them. Iron Man is dying to the illusion of Miracle. Immersion with the eye. They're being able to kill off the anti-mage NAVI. Can they get more out of this? They turn it towards Mind Control. The wall illusions. They're destroying them there. They use the power of Miracle against NIGMA. As the meteor hammer comes into play, the hammer catches the two of them in the pit. There's going to be a buyback from Mind Control. The Supernova out as well. NAVI, they'll lose Immersion. They're having to back away from the pit. Roshan's so low. Look towards by Young G. He's up to the high ground. Can NAVI finish this off? They're trying their best. As well. He's gone. The shadow shot jumps in. They do get the kill on Roche NAVI, but the Aegis goes into the hands of Mind Control. So NAVI, now they've got to run. Ilias slowed down by the shockwave. Mind Control staying upon him. The power shot comes out. One more, it'll do it. No, he's got the wand. But Mind Control, he's diving in. The shackle holds him back that one step longer. Does get the false promise off. And with that, Ilias will be able to survive this.
Yeah, I'm doing the math right now. He's going to be full HP, and there it goes. Man, GH, he got like 4 or 5 meteor hammers in that fight. They've been overextended a bit. AM against the Darkshire illusions, against the reflection. If he uses Manta style and they use it after, like, his mana is going to get burned. But GH with the sun rays, keeping them healthy, there's actually a ton of sustain. They can reset the fight with the sun ray, with the voodoo restoration.
Radiant's bottom tower
AM is
under
still
attack.
killable.
Yeah, it was still, you know, not an amazing fight for NAVI, but definitely the best one they've had so far. They still lose the fight, lose the Aegis, but yeah, we see the potential for sure. With the wall down, the reflection, they can kill this anti-mage and the other members of NIGMA by using that incredibly strong illusion of the AM against them. Mind Control, what's he doing over here?
Good question.
There goes his life. And he needs help. Help is on its way. Is it going to be there soon enough, though? It isn't. Mind Control's dead. The wall's down. Miracle jumped in on this one, so he's got to start backing away. He's got to respect that illusion. It's Immersion charging in. We are actually just going to focus straight back onto Immersion. I can't get anything out of this, so that's the Aegis gone, and Mind Control quick to die a second time after it.
Well, I'm no expert, Owen, but I don't think this was needed. You know, everyone is just completely separated. I guess he thought he was fine having that Aegis. Team can easily connect to him, but they were far away. Now AM level 17 has that Basher working towards full Abyssal Blade. We talked about, and the panel talked about, how they lack initiation. Could be the reason why Miracle is blinking offensively on them. You know, just to try stuff happen. He uses the counter spell, cannot get charged, and then they see where NAVI members are standing. Oh, these shackles.
Yeah, quick reactions here, but Russian's still able to get away. I've got enough save here with Ilias by his side. So NIGMA not able to get a catch on NAVI that time, as NAVI take another poke around the tier 1. How's the build on Crystallize after D-Lance and the Asher trying to get his Butterfly online?
I'm kind of disappointed every single time I see Crystallize not buying Crystalis. I don't know how you feel about it.
I mean, it's, yeah, the law just isn't there.
Dire's top tower
When you got
is
a name
under
like
attack.
that, it's false advertising. There's immersion.
I mean, if there's a guy that named himself Hand of Midas, I'm pretty sure he's just buying Midas every single game, you know?
Under immersion, NIGMA will take the kill here. They don't have the creep waves on
Dire's bottom tower is under
their
attack.
side though. Both of them being pushed out here by NAVI. Crystallize trying to do his best with the illusions. Miracle. So the Basher just going straight for that Abyssal and soon to hit level 18. So NAVI are going to have to be careful of these big mana voids and 3 high mana targets that will certainly pop if Miracle gets his hands on them.
Yeah, Darkseer, like, AM is a counter in the laning stage at every single stage of the game after that, where, you know, look at his mana pool. It's 1,000 mana.
Regeneration.
That's why Darkseer is going for Lincoln Sphere.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the counter. Right up. And you can see from NIGMA's heroes, I mean, they've got a few things to try and play around it, but
Dire's top
it's definitely going to
tower
stop
is under
Miracle
attack.
from being able to just jump in, commit, and pop him. And as we've seen Miracle, as you say, he has been the one that's just jumping straight, and he's the one starting the fights.
Everyone on Navi should just chip in, give some gold to Darkseer, because, you know, he's going to kill his team if he gets a good mana void on the Darkseer and everyone is around him.
Yeah.
You know, just give a few hundred so that he can buy a Lincoln Sphere. Nah, that would not be OP at all. What am I saying?
You can just start sharing your worth.
I mean,
Radiant's
it
bottom
was.
tower
You used
is
to
under
think
attack.
there
back
was
in
a
the day.
pad
Yeah.
back in the day where you could buy just
buy
back to Sentry Wards, Obs Wards or something and give
They
it to your
sell them.
carry, and then boom, carry sells them.
Dire's
I
middle
think you could
tower
also
is under
pull the
attack.
items. Like, just straight up buy items and give them.
Well, that must have been
Radiant's
a long
bottom
time
tower
ago.
Yeah,
is
it
under
was. It
attack.
was back in Dota
Dire's
1
top
days.
tower has Radiant's
fallen.
bottom
I mean, you're
tower
not
has
playing
fallen.
Dota for other people to have fun. You're playing for yourself to have fun. If people are doing that to you, buying you items, you're like, fine. But if you need to buy item for someone else, then you're like, man, this game sucks.
Yeah, I mean, this seems to be the logic with a lot of supports in pubs, you know. Buying wards for the team, that sucks. It's not for me.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Honestly, if wards only gave vision to yourself and not to your team, more people would probably buy them. Here we go, bottom. Popping the egg here.
Oh man, NIGMA is losing the vision game. Only 3 wards dewarded, while Navi killed like 8 to 10. I was not really quick doing this math. Yeah, 5-1 exactly
Radiant's
10.
middle
Jesus, I'm
tower
good.
is under attack.
Hang on. We are. What's going on here? He's getting dragged back by the vacuum. The cast bounce is doing a lot. His immersion will get incredibly low here, trying to run away. We are saved by the heals of RMN, or is he? Oh, that was
That
close.
wind run.
Able to just break his way away from Crystallize in time. So this lead the NIGMA had,
Radiant's middle tower
you
is
know,
under
starting to
attack.
stagnate. It's sticking around this 5k. NAVI are holding. Crystallize is climbing back up. Shot nowhere near the farm of Miracle, but he is at least in that second spot. He's getting items on the TB, and as we've seen, it's still a little risky for NIGMA when they do try and fight into the wall and the reflection.
It's just such a big difference in these 2 carries. 5k, that's a full item and a big, expensive, fat item.
Yeah, well, there we have it, the Abyssal complete
Dire's middle tower is under
on
attack.
Miracle. So now having that opportunity to just jump straight in and eliminate pretty much whoever he fancies on Navi's side. That's the big talent, though, for the Darkseer. Now got the extra plus 25% damage coming out from the Wall of Replica Illusion. So
usually you
it's
see a different one, but when you're playing against the AM,
Yeah.
you take that talent.
Yeah, for sure. You can see the reflection, it's annoying. It's incredibly annoying. A lot of mana gone. So Miracle, of course, will make sure that he's always prepared in the fights with 1 charge is saved up.
I believe they have 2 mana boots on NIGMA, so that's
Okay.
one way to counter it.
Radiant's middle tower
Fuck,
is
almost
under
full
attack.
Aghanim's. I love what V is doing in this game. as a Windranger, item-wise. You know, straight into MKB, nothing special.
Radiant's
But
middle
he
tower
had
is
Eon
under
this queued
attack.
up, so he can just snap the coil, have the status resistance, so it's not going to last that long, and he knows that BKB is not going to help him in that
Dire's
situation.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well, let's see what we have. I mean, because what is the counterplay from NIGMA if their anti-mage Miracle gets caught in the Ag Stream Coil and they drop the wall and reflection and he has 2 illusions being away at him? Like that's still a pretty potent combo, right?
It really is, but if
Radiant's
NIGMA
middle
keeps getting the
tower is
first
under
jump,
attack.
like they're just in
Dire's
control of this
bottom
game.
tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Yeah, anytime they
are
get a kill like
fortified.
this, they're going to be able to step it up and push onto towers. 5v4 now.
Next Roche is actually up pretty
Radiant's
fast
middle
respawn.
tower has fallen.
Not sure if NIGMA knows about it.
That should be a
Dire's
pretty
bottom
free one
tower
for them. We
is
saw
under
last time though
attack.
Navi did come over and give them a
Dire's
bit of a
bottom
fight
tower
around it.
has
And
fallen.
again, this sort of combo that we're talking about does work very effectively around the pit. And we'll rely on Navi getting over
Dire's
here pretty
bottom
quickly
tower
though.
is
The
under
damage
attack.
from NIGMA is very high. They're going to take this Roche down very fast. And Navi are moving over, but can they quite make it here in time?
Third does not have vision. He cannot charge in. Oh, GH just scouting things out.
And
Dropping fairly low. Yeah, just making it
Roshan
on
has
double.
fallen.
Navi cannot get in on this. So NIGMA get themselves a free Roche for themselves. Aegis and Cheese will be theirs. Immerse, he's still going in. All right, just a bit of a poke onto RMN on the way out. They won't try and turn over. They'll let him step back. But now Navi having to be extra careful. Miracle having that Aegis. I've already struggled to kill him once, doing it twice in the middle of a fight. It's going to be incredibly hard.
Runes in 10 seconds. NIGMA wants to take this fight, even though they don't have the egg.
Yeah, still got the RP from Mind Control ready to go. Immersion. How's he going to be left to pick it up? Stuart from Mind Control won't catch anyone. Immersion tries to go in with the ult, but straight away we are. Comes in with a shackle shot. Immersion will pay with his life. Crystallize. He's going to put the meta for this one. Miracle, he's on the side. He's on top of Youngji. Youngji will be able to get the phase shift off in time. The illusions are out. Has burnt Miracle's mana. So Miracle cannot continue to chase for now. False promise coming out onto Crystallize.
That's a
But
big
Death
shackle.
Force down. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out onto him. The Dream Coil. It's managed to catch the 2 of them. In comes Crystallize with the damage with this meta. It's bringing Weehaw low. The cheese comes out, but Weehaw, he's not back into the reach of Crystallize. Takes on the Wisdom to Mind Control. He's in with a 3-man RP. Takes the hammer on down. 3-man hammer. Combos there. They've taken out the Darkseer. Miracle getting charged across. Crystallize still able to play with the meta. He's taken the Aegis out. Crystallize is still alive. He's got a Sunder. He'll take the life of Ilias. Get himself back up into fighting position. Miracle goes for a short jump. Mind Control tries to skewer him, but he skewers him to his death. Mind Control is gone. Silence onto Miracle. Have they got any further control on this?
That's a long-ass
Got
island.
the root, but he's going to be able to blink. So he goes back in, straight back in onto Young G. Now he'll retreat and get his way out of there. NIGMA still coming out on top of the fight, but we're seeing Navi fight back with some good power. Crystallize does survive. Like there's definitely still some potential here from Navi.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you have TB into AM.
Yeah.
He's using his Manta style. You know that the mana is going to get burned eventually. Darkseer also got the wall on top of him with the level 15 talent, so he needs to be very careful about that. You know, a BKB should be the option for AM. Like, he has enough. Also, he's building Scotty from what I saw, so that's going to be some extra mana for him. And, yeah, full Scotty.
Okay.
Couple of mangoes. RMN, what a bro. Is that a mango tree in their base? I believe it is,
Yes.
by looking at the minimap. So, yeah, that's a high value that you actually get from him. And they gave him a bottle. He has a haste. There's a huge difference in terms of levels. Anti-Mage is level 23, while Terrorblade is only level 16.
If they do kill him though, they're gonna get some juicy XP from him, that's for sure. So, still having to be careful. I was just saying, NIGMA very much having the lead. Nowhere near over this game as Navi, especially when it comes to high ground defense. That's going to be where the real test is here for NIGMA. As Crystallize is going to be able to position himself quite safely on the high ground.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And punch into them, trying to get this Satanic after the butterfly. We'll see how hard NIGMA want to push in on top.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I would also like to see a Lotus Orb on any of the NIGMA members. I saw GH going for Shivas, at least that's what he had queued up. Mag could be the one just getting it. You know, buff up your AM.
Yeah.
Haste!
Full Shivas action
Dire's
done in
bottom
Phoenix,
tower
level
is
18.
under attack.
He's gonna go in. Save will
It's
be there.
coil. This is the time.
Ooh,
NIGMA
that's-
needs to go in. They
Dire's
should be
structures
able to
are
finish
fortified.
this.
This is a decent window now. The coil being the big mechanic that has
Dire's
threats and
bottom
Miracle
tower is
sometimes,
under
holding him in
attack.
position. That's without that. Very little now that Miracle needs to be scared of. So here we go, into the base, NIGMA.
Radiant's top
Onto
tower
the tier
is under
3s.
attack.
With no coil, what sort of deterrent do
Radiant
Na'Vi have to
structures are
push
fortified.
NIGMA back?
Dire are scanning.
You can see very scared about stepping forward. They know the
Radiant's
Miracle
top tower
quite
is
happily
under
jump
attack.
in with the Abyssal. And this tower slowly
Dire's
falling.
bottom
Tier
tower
3
is
gone.
under
Onto the
attack.
Rex. Na'Vi, what are they going to do?
Dive
Gonna
meter,
do.
some extra damage. I think they're fine with that. Just go in, get the
Oh,
round.
my control. He's in. He's got the skill over the tournament. He doesn't even need the RP. Immersion goes down. Jump over the Abyssal onto Young G. Young G can he live it? Still gets the chance to put the phase shift. The supernova out in the center of the fight. Miracle turns over towards Crystallize.
Dire's
So it's
bottom
there.
tower
He's yours
is
up
under
still. Can he get away? No, the supernova
Radiant's
still catches
top
him.
barracks
They
are
pull him back. My control gets in with a two-man RP.
This is it.
Forwards as they slam them down hard. Enigma
Radiant's
take
top
that top racks.
barracks.
Move straight over the world's mid. The
Radiant's
Biotics are
middle
coming out
tower
from
is under
Na'Vi.
attack.
TB has no meta.
And still 20 seconds, no immersion, 40 seconds, no Darkseer, and that's been the important component if they want to have a chance of killing this
Radiant's middle
anti-mages.
tower has fallen.
NIGMA, they know with these two heroes dead, they're no threat. A second set of racks will slowly fall as NIGMA now
Radiant's middle
16k
barracks
up
has fallen.
and in an incredibly strong position. Na'Vi just losing each and every chance that they're having here to maybe turn it. It's just only going to get more and more impossible now.
Problem with the Navi's lineup is they don't have egg hitters. Like, none of these heroes want to hit the egg. TB is fine, but do you want your TB to hit
Sure,
the egg
he's
instead of
gotta
hitting
hit
the heroes?
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much on his shoulders
Yeah.
to do, and it's way too much.
Yeah, a lot of work for Crystallize this game. He's the big damage dealer, other than those illusions. It's him and the illusions.
Still very under level. Level 17, 35 minutes in. While AM, I believe he just hit level 25.
Yeah, hitting that next level of the talents. Opting for the cooldown as well. I mean, as we talked about, 3 very nice heroes to pop that ult on. You're going to get a couple of chances in these fights to just kill hero after hero with the Mana Void. As
I'll
mid
take
and
that.
bottom coming in against Na'Vi.
Invisibility!
And we have it full butterfly for Miracle. This anti-mage just continue to get bigger and bigger. This Magnus AM combo
Radiant's
has just been
bottom
played
tower is
perfectly
under
by
attack.
NIGMA. Farm has been in pretty impressive here on Miracle's AM.
Slow siege by Meteor Hammer, some illusions coming out from AM. Scouting things out. He's baiting. Like, he wants to bait the coil with the AM.
They're going to fall for it though. Seems unlikely. They're trying to make it look a little more believable with the Sunray, but they should.
You need to give him Empower. That's how he
That's it
baits.
was. Yeah, that's how you catch him. Still smoked up Na'Vi. They're waiting for a chance. NIGMA's not really giving them any chances here though. Nobody in position to be caught out by Na'Vi. Miracle will just head over, keep this middle wave in as well, so that Na'Vi will be split between the two. And in fact, he's going to go all the way back and take towards the top. Roshan is potentially going to be up in a minute. We'll see how quick it is. Just getting these neutral items here as the 37-minute kicks in, and that's some nice ones.
That's the best item he could get. Minotaur Horn, even though it doesn't last long, but it's a dispel, so getting rid of the mana burn coming out from Reflection is insanely good. Roche is going to respawn in 20 seconds. they don't have to rush anything. They can just, you know, take the fight inside the Roche pit. Problem is, Miracle just bought everything, so he does not have a buyback.
GH.
Something goes wrong.
I mean, GH started this with a bit of a bait.
Just bail. Can't hit the egg.
Oh my control, he's done it again. He catches the three of them. The ult comes out to save Crystallize, but that is a dead passer.
Oh, he's
No buyback.
Thunder.
Oh, all right. Can they get more of this? They'll lose immersion, but hey, you just killed the anti-mage. If you could make sure that, you know, there's anything more here on NAVI, you're very happy with this one. Young G jumps out to the side. He's going to live. Can NAVI calm this fight down a bit more? It's looking like they can. They got the anti-mage kill.
I think NIGMA just falls back here. You don't have to
You've
rush
lost
anything.
your AM.
That's what I just said. He bought it out, does not have buyback if things go wrong, but I don't think Navi has enough damage to actually, you know, just go and take the Roche. It's a third Roche, so she's Aegis +1. But
still,
great
they killed
Thunder.
him. Yeah.
They managed to kill him, and this is going to be first Lincolns on puck, so no Abyssal Blade coming up straight away. No Shadow.
Look at that. Well, this is a game it's in the 1% territory for NAVI right now.
I think it actually hit the 100%.
It looked like it flatlined on 100.
Touched, yeah.
But NAVI holding on there, getting the one big kill. That anti-mage Miracle out of the game for a little bit. A little bit of breathing room for NAVI. Just a little. Still, of course, 19k down. But the game goes on.
25 seconds without AM. Like, Navi cannot take Roche fast enough. AM is going to respawn.
They're actually getting out there and looking for kills. Iron Man is going to be able to protect himself for now with the Ghost Scepter, but Young G jumps in with the body blocks. Immersion finishes him off with the ult.
No buyback on him.
Okay, 70 seconds, no Witch Doctor. We've had the meta though, it's, you should say, very hard for Navi to take this Roche down at any sort of speed. They've got the charge coming in on mid, GH. Oh, Dream Coil off the mark there from Young G. That means GH is going to be more than fine. GH also picking up a complete refresher orb.
No buyback. Like, NIGMA is just going all in. Full refresher on GH, so double Meteor Hammer, double ult, plus a Sunray. Also Sunray coming out from the egg with the level 20 talent.
Every coin helps.
Illusion Escape on AM. Like, he's getting some really sick items at the moment. Like, if you need something for Siege, oh, here's the Leveler. If you want to bait with the Illusion, here's Illusion Escape.
And they should have this Roche for themselves as well. As Navi, do they want to step out for this? The whole ward from NIGMA will give them the info.
Radiant are
What am I seeing here? We with the Deso.
He's got he wants to end the game.
Sean
I mean, that's the end of the game, I am.
Immortality!
As NIGMA, they've got the Aegis cheese. Navi are waiting in this position there, underneath the ward. Can they really get any sort of catch onto NIGMA? Miracle blinking in, but Navi's...
They know. They already set the vision from
Immersion.
NIGMA.
He's clipped himself. He's able to chop it down. No, he's not. Mind control's up in the Yules. Immersion's still stuck a bit. Blitz to the side. Miracle. He's got in, but the wall's down. Can they take him down the walls? The Illusion's punching back on the Miracle. Ilias keeping himself here for the Illusions. Miracle turns over with Immersion. Quick slide past the ult. The super is out. Mind control comes across. He's used up into the egg. Doesn't matter. They cannot kill the egg. The egg successful from GH. Crystallized instantly popped as the false promise comes to a finish. No buyback on him. Ilias will fall as well as We Are takes him out. Miracle goes over towards Immersion, and GG is called. NIGMA will take this game one.
Just a pleasure watching Miracle play anti-mage, and what he did, you know, just skip the battle period, allowed him to keep the pressure.